The Philippines is a nation rich in traditions, values, and cultural practices that highlight the importance of respect. Rooted in centuries of indigenous customs, strengthened by religious influence, and shaped by family-centered values, Filipino culture places deep emphasis on honoring others. Respect in the Philippines is not just a matter of manners, it is a way of life that permeates relationships within families, communities, and society at large. From the way elders are treated, to the manner in which people address one another, respect serves as the glue that holds Filipino society together. This video explores the respect culture of the Philippines by examining its roots, manifestations in daily life, its role in family and community structures, and its lasting significance in an evolving modern world. The respect culture of the Philippines is deeply tied to the country's history and collective identity. Long before colonization, indigenous Filipinos practiced bayanihan, a spirit of communal unity and cooperation. This early value reflected respect for community and the recognition that every person plays an important role in society. With the arrival of Spanish colonization and Catholicism, respect took on new dimensions through religious teachings about humility, honor, and obedience. Later, influences from American and Asian traditions added layers to Filipino etiquette, such as formal address and professional courtesy. Despite these external influences, the underlying Filipino view of respect remains uniquely its own. It is both hierarchical and relational, based on age, social standing, and personal relationships, but always centered on harmony. To be respectful is to value others and maintain peace, which are among the most cherished ideals in Filipino culture. The family, or pamilya, is the heart of Filipino society, and it is within this unit that respect is first learned and practiced. Children are taught from an early age to show deference to their parents, grandparents, and older siblings. One of the most visible expressions of this is the mano gesture, where a younger person takes the hand of an elder and touches it to their forehead. This symbolizes both respect and the seeking of blessings. Language also reflects this familial respect. Filipinos often use polite forms of address such as pa and opo when speaking to elders. These words are not optional, they are deeply ingrained markers of courtesy and proper upbringing. To fail to use them can be perceived as a sign of rudeness or poor values. Additionally, respect in Filipino families extends to obedience and care. Children are expected to listen to their parents' guidance, and in turn, adult children often feel responsible for taking care of their aging parents. This practice, known as utang na loob, a debt of gratitude, reflects the Filipino belief that respect is not only about words or gestures but also about reciprocal acts of love, responsibility, and loyalty. Respect in Filipino culture extends beyond the family and into everyday interactions. In schools, students stand when teachers enter the room, addressing them with titles such as sir or ma'am. In workplaces, younger employees show deference to senior colleagues, and professional hierarchy is observed with courtesy. Hospitality, a defining Filipino trait, is also rooted in respect. Guests are often treated with the highest regard, offered food, and made to feel at home. Even strangers are addressed politely, often with titles such as kuya, older brother, or ate, older sister, to signify warmth and respect. This shows that in the Philippines, respect is not limited to blood ties but extends to the community at large. Religious practices further reinforce this value. Many Filipinos bow their heads in prayer, maintain reverence in places of worship, and observe rituals that honor saints, ancestors, and the sacred. Respect for both the divine and the human reflects the deep spiritual roots of Filipino life. As the Philippines continues to modernize, migrate, and globalize, the culture of respect remains a defining trait, though it is also evolving. Young Filipinos are exposed to Western ideals of independence and individualism, which sometimes contrast with traditional values of obedience and hierarchy. For instance, many younger generations value open dialogue with elders rather than unquestioning obedience. However, respect remains deeply woven into daily life. Even in modern offices, the use of pa and opo, the observance of mano and the prioritization of family obligations continue to thrive. What is changing is not the disappearance of respect, but the way it is expressed, often blending tradition with modern communication styles. The respect culture of the Philippines is a testament to the nation's strong values of family, community, and harmony. It is seen in gestures like mano, in language through and opo, in acts of care for elders, and in the avoidance of unnecessary conflict. More than mere politeness, respect in Filipino culture is a guiding principle that fosters unity, peace, and gratitude. In a world that is becoming increasingly fast-paced and individualistic, the Filipino respect culture stands as a reminder that true human connection is built not only on knowledge or achievement but also on the ability to honor others. Respect is not just a tradition in the Philippines, it is the very soul of the nation.